Hello, Kawans. It's me, Little Cat. Back to you. After a week's rest, trying to sort out a lot of things as well as a lot of bad juju last weekend. Please, everybody, I hope all of you have been safe and sane and keeping yourselves healthy. Just that. Very worried for all of you. But yes, we are back here with all of us, our friends, with Immortal Part 1, continuing very difficultly from session 42. In that session, the group find out that time is not on their side, and their decision to go into the prayer hall and stay there was thwarted by eagle eye government servants and the reality of a public space within an important governmental facility. Slowly realizing the plan to sit tight within the confines of a prayer hall wouldn't work as they are slowly being corralled by the smiling faces of the ushers. Wendigo, you're slowly being managed very kindly as you struggle within the fallen shelves. You also hear from the distance, as well as anyone with a passive perception of more than 17, a woman's voice. You guess it comes from the balcony. Where is she? You hear, exasperated. It bounces off from the ceiling as it reaches you. Wendigo in particular, you hear a very curiously comforting voice. Also, although slightly different, older. Mother, please. You've been trying to look for Auntie Tosra for a while now. You haven't found her. You can't probably find her if she could be found. It's been days. The voice is very pitchy. The woman's voice come across again. I know, darling. Just let me try one more time. We know how capable she is, but something's amiss. All of you hear her casting a spell, ignoring the exasperated sigh of the boy. For those who are proficient in Arcana, you may make a roll to hear what she's casting. Wendigo, I'm more interested in how Wendigo reacts to this.
It's him. He's here, the young master. I can't. No, I can't be seen like this. Can't.
And there's a voice inside everyone's heads. Little lamb, shepherd, butterfly, symbiote. The husk is crumbling. You have your opening. Use it well. Help him sow fear into the very gods and your gilded puppets. Keep them frozen in doubt. I will be watching. Shall I proceed?
The rest you hear individually this voice. It does not corral you all together. You hear it one by one as it calls your designation.
Okay. Morgana rolled a 21 on her Arcana.
Yep.
Valerius and Bosk rolled a 14 and 9.
A 21 ropes Morgana into her understanding that this is some sort of scrying spell. Morgana, you've seen it being used for the funsies when you were in college a while ago. And you know it takes a while to cast.
Who is casting this?
Comes from the balcony, you think?
Comes from the. So we don't have eyes on the person that's saying this.
No.
No.
Not
There's
at the
no
moment.
nobody recognized.
Right now, you are in between the shelves. You cannot see anything past like certain angles of the pew, unfortunately. I remind you again that you have just heard a voice tell you that something is up with a shell. And you heard a lady's voice and a young boy's very pitchy voice beseeching a mum.
Ben, You
Yes.
have Floaty's vantage point from the ceiling.
Yeah. I think does Valerius always see what Floaty's seeing, or does he have to pull out his tablet?
The story is he has to pull out his tablet, but I'm going to say like he probably has like an internal like visor thing
Okay. Because
over his
I
eye.
think we know that because at the end of last session when everyone was filing out, we saw that the Pope lady was interacting with the basin of water, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh yeah, that's one of those scrying basins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this checks out and all
Morgana, you
makes
wanted to
sense.
say something?
I'm just going to confirm that scrying spell is to look or detect somebody,
Yeah.
It's pretty much the CCTV spell.
Yeah, she's trying to spy on her sister to find out where she is.
regardless. You can spy on a person no matter how far away this person is.
As long as
Um,
they're on the same plane, I believe.
yes. But it doesn't always work.
Yeah, you have to like do a saving throw
From
thing.
from what the kid says, she's been trying to do this for a while, and I assume wherever Aegis is holding her is warded against such things.
You know for a fact that it's warded.
Yeah.
I tell this to everyone via the internal communication thing.
Okay, for expediency purposes, although Wendigo punya telepathy is one-sided, so for example, if Morgana says it, Wendigo will have to say it to the rest. I'm going to say for these purposes that it is transcribed immediately. So, for example, if you said, "Oh yeah, this is happening," everybody knows.
Okay.
Yeah. Just imagine it sounds out 4 times creepy or something, but otherwise it's accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell everybody the spying thing.
Okay. And
Right.
what did Wendigo say? He said like
Is-
it's the young master or something.
Say, it's him. I can't be seen like this, but I come so far. Why do you do this to me?
Okay.
He's
And I
he's starting to turn back towards the balcony.
Is he
This
about to collapse? Looking like he's about to collapse?
He's trembling, and
think currently only Morgana's next to him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Morgana,
Yep.
and he'll start moving towards the balcony while trembling.
As soon as you
help,
move
help.
towards the balcony,
Help.
the ushers sort of try and sort of grab your arms or prop you up or something like that. They don't seem to be very negatively trying to grab you. They're sort of trying to assist. They also, if anybody wants to have a look, have very concerned faces. But you
Yeah,
also
I
see
think
that they're not pulling any weapons out. They're just like very concerned. Save the two people that are staring on this side of the room. They
yeah,
are
I
also
think
concerned, but they're more interested in looking at you guys like, well, what is happening?
I
Yeah,
think
I would-
given what's happening with Wendy, um Bosk will sort of
Okay, you know what? I
walk
think
out like a
maybe
capo person, just watching what's going on,
Mhm.
okay.
and I'll have Valerius do that also.
Okay, more. Good luck. You were saying something.
yeah, I've been pretending to kind of put a bunch of scrolls back to where I found them, but seeing that Wendigo is about to like make some kind of scene, I figured, well, we're gonna play along here, and I'll just kind of like drop the rest and look super concerned at Wendy.
Do you follow along?
Are you gonna move?
Yep.
Okay. You
One
just
sec.
move your token to him. They see you moving, especially the one that's standing in there, and one of them, a young man, puts his hand out and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, miss. This seems to be a personal, private problem."
He's my friend.
Right, right. Follow with me. He turns around to the other person, instructs them on something, and the other person turns back to the three of you who are just standing and looking right now. Would you like to say something as Gunlag starts to move forwards?
I'll ask one of them as Bosk will ask one of them. Um, does this happen often? He doesn't seem all right.
Well, this is the first time, as far as we know, someone such as him has come into the prayer halls. We have various bugbears on staff and various bugbears who come here to pray to their gods. But this is the first time we see. And then he just motions his hand over there. Unfortunately, we do have after service services. This seems to be one of them. We're going to have to ask you to leave. He puts a question mark since all of you seems to be glued together in a way.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, time to accelerate it up.
Go, go, go.
And Wendigo will lift his head up and howl out, "Help me! You have gods. You have all the gods. You have all the holy men, women. Help me! It's awakening. It's on my." And he will tear off his robes to reveal a
Dun, dun, dun.
tattoo on his back that seems to be spreading and uh intricate, spreading like a cancerous growth, reddish veins, and looking like in this shape I just shared.
Oh wow.
Holy
Is it
shit.
just like massive in the center of his back?
Uh, it's more on the upper half of it, but it seems to be like spreading out all the way. Help! Don't.
So
That's
like we
what
can
I
literally see it spreading like as
Yeah.
minutes go by.
Okay,
Uh,
on
as
on
it-
Wendigo's body, as he shreds his shirt open to reveal this, you see the people recoil as there is active spreading. It's like tendrils, roots burrowing under, but every time it burrows under the skin, it darkens the skin as well, and it seems to be
Oh.
spreading. The face slowly becomes more and more menacing. Teeth and fangs start bearing on what should be like a very normal looking deer skull.
Okay. So
All
it's
of you see this.
actually like physically changing in front of our eyes.
It is morphing and moving. Like
Ooh.
like if you have things under your skin and they're just actively moving and I'm just like, "Ugh. No, I don't like this."
Okay. So there's actually it actually looks like there's something inside. It's
Yep.
not just a surface thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Put my hands on Wendy's shoulders and just try to like fucking sit down. Someone help me, please, please.
The three usherers now sort of try to prop him up again and bring him staggeringly towards the front as they call out to the Prima. Prima, you're needed, please. Please, Prima. I would like Gunlug and Wendy to make any charisma check at advantage. They are helping you.
Okay. I'll
Your
do a
choice.
persuasion advantage because he's asking for help.
Yep.
20. Ignore the +2.
24 is
24.
plenty. 20 is also
Damn.
plenty.
Massive.
You
Huge.
didn't need a lot because
Okay.
already you have her face peeking down from where she stands. You hear footfalls, heels on marble clacking onto the front, and everybody who is looking out towards the balcony sees her face. I'll move all of you. Well, I'm gonna move the two of you.
Yeah. Move Wendy and Gunlag out. How many ushers are with them and how many are with us?
4 are with them, 1 is with you. The one that you're talking to is pretty much like, oh, we've never really seen something like this before. And he's waiting for you. Like, you can see there's concern. As
Okay.
if
I think
they
this is
they wouldn't mind if you were family or close friends, but if you weren't a part of this, they're
Yep.
gonna send you out. Like this
Okay.
this is a chance for you to make that. And you have to be very convincing.
Okay. When I saw the the tattoo, can I make like a medicine check to know what is going on? Or do I, yeah, like can I tell like physiologically what's going on?
I'm going to say instead of
It's like, oh no, it's a parasite.
medicine straight up, medicine is intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Intelligent.
Wait. Medicine is wisdom. My bad.
Okay, wait. Let me just have a look at your sheet really quick. Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay. That's a 16. I need to change my name.
Morgana also wants to do a check to see whether she knows or has knowledge of what it is anyway.
And I guess
Um,
Valerius would also do the same.
Sure. Valerius.
This is the first time any of us are seeing this.
Yeah, Valerius would not know what it is. He can take a stab in the dark.
Okay.
I would say roll a history check. Morgana, your studies have
Yo, his history is boss.
his history is good. Man reads a lot. Morgana, just make me some kind of arcana or history check to sort of sort through your memories of your daily hangouts in the library.
Arcana. Ugh,
Ugh, 12.
not so good.
You may or may not. You don't even know what this is. Is it an infection? You look at Bosk and you're like, infection? You know the face that you make. Like, what is this? You look at Valerius, and Valerius has this light bulb moment on top of his head.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna say that he relays the information through Wendigo. Like Wendigo, while panicking, still manages to relay this information.
It's not Wendigo relaying it. It's the
It's the
thing.
other
It's
thing.
the
And
thing.
the thing
The
seems
thing.
highly amused.
Yeah. So the thing hears this and starts telling you essentially that Valeria said it's ink. It's ink, but it's activating something, and it is similar to his mark of making. It imbues a sort of power in another person, but for some reason, this power is aggravated in Wendigo.
Okay.
It must be something innate.
Does Valerius see does Valerius think that he would sort of know what to do? Is he like, ah, it's this thing.
No,
That means that something.
he is looking at the situation and sort of seeing Myra come to the balcony for the first time after the sermon. Everybody make me an insight check.
Inside check.
Well, everybody
Myra,
with
I
higher than a 14 for passive insight.
Now
Oh,
I did so
Morgana's
high.
pretty good.
Oh,
I don't have a 14. Does Valerius have a 14? He doesn't have a 14 either. It's all right. Y'all go hit.
It's fine.
Y'all go hit with
The
your nat 20s. It's fine.
the nat 20s have it. 26 and a 29. I'm not gonna argue with that. What you see on Myra's face is a sense of duty, but also mild irritation because you have ruined her spell.
Yeah, she was
essentially.
clearly in the middle of doing something.
Yeah. And for the two of you, you know that once the spell is ruined, out of character, that's one spell slot gone.
Oh.
E.
And it's like a 5th level or something,
It's a
right?
chunk one.
Ah,
Rough.
rough.
Okay,
And-
so Bosk and Morgana and Valerius have to play their role here.
Okay,
so
the
Bosk is
guy's
gonna
still waiting in front of you, waiting to usher you out, giving you that chance. What are you saying?
Yeah, so Bosk is gonna say that I'm a physician actually. I might be able to help. And then I gesture to like let me through.
What are you saying for Valerius
This is my companion.
and Morgana? Morgana, are you saying anything?
yeah. I step forward. Look of concern. I'm like, oh, I'm from my school. I've actually
My
my
school.
school name.
Ice Root.
Okay.
Ice Root
Ice Root,
College
yeah.
of
Yeah,
Magic.
I'm from Ice Root College of Magic. I've been studying for 150 over years. I believe I've seen this before. I think I can help. Then I also walk forward.
Yes, Valerius will sort of reply to me and Morgana and explain that he's seen tattoos like that before. This is the first time that he's seen one do something like that. They'll be very careful. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
And then Bosk is gonna ask him like, "Wait, you know something like this?" And then they'll have their conversation, and Bosk will ask Valerius about what it is and to explain it to her as she like gestures for him to follow along.
Okay. What happens is your questioning of Valerius's knowledge also puts the person at ease. I need all of you to make me a persuasion roll, but you just have to beat an 11.
But I'm
Okay.
0.
It's
Oh.
okay. Valerius has 0 also.
Oh my
Let's see how it goes.
Mine's so bad.
Oh no, he has 1. He has 1.
Oh, mine's so bad.
Okay.
You have
Wait,
flash.
why?
You have flash.
Oh, he can flash. Yes, he
Wait,
can.
boss,
Oh.
try first. Maybe you do something.
Maybe you can persuade him again. I'm just saying. Like,
Get everybody in,
So,
you know?
Okay.
Morgana,
Get everybody
take
in.
an inspiration from me, please.
okay,
Have one
Morgana.
inspiration, take it, because
Okay.
Morgana, you can roll again.
And oh.
Okay, so Valerius is gonna flash himself.
Okay.
No!
my God!
Okay,
Uh,
let me just reduce
Oh
one of his flash of
God.
Okay,
geniuses.
so Valerius.
I will toss an inspiration at boss. Why not?
Oh, look at that 20 sitting on the side there.
Hmm.
So rude.
Okay,
Okay.
Valerius gives himself a
Plus
plus
5.
5, so he makes it, and you get an inspiration taking the 20 instead of re-rolling. With
I have one my own inspiration. Can I use it?
yeah, sure.
From a long time ago. Oh, come on.
Eat
One
it
more
up.
chance, guys. No!
Oh god.
It's
okay.
not
It's useful.
happening.
Okay.
383.
Valerius in a panic. How he flash of geniuses is he pulls out the sleeve where he cut his mark out, and he shows it to the guard, and he goes, "Look, I have sort of the same thing. I know what I'm doing, and I need her to come with me." And he points at Morgana. Bosk, you shrug and say something. What do you say?
I say, all right, bring her with you. Let's go.
The guy looks
This is the time to stand and
slightly
argue.
perturbed by this, but he also hears a lot of nonsense coming in from the front, and he rushes the three of you forwards.
I'm in!
Oh, you're in. Okay, hang on. Let me just move you. You are now here, and you see the prima standing up top, and she's looking down, and she's like, "What seems to be the problem?"
Can she see?
Yeah, she
Wendigo
can see.
will just well, he'll fall to his knees on the ground, like paws against the stone as he's just trying to. His paws are digging into the stone. He's trembling, and his back is facing up towards the ceiling, including the side that's there. It's like, just want to be normal. This is keep happening.
You hear her turn behind, and you see her nod her head, and you hear magic being casted from upstairs.
Okay. What
And
Bosk is gonna do is put down her bag and get her like medical kit out, and then move forward to be like, oh, drink this water.
drink
and,
this
you
water.
know, do standard first aidy things.
Okay. It is believable because you're actually doing this to help your friend. And then, just like magic, you see her float upwards, and gently float down to the ground.
Oh, it's a miracle.
Whoa.
It's like, yes, please cast fly on me now, please. Thank you.
Thanks.
Levitate, levitate.
Plus-
Lift me up, and then I'll step off, and then you lower me slowly. Okay, okay. Like we practiced.
like we
If you shoot above her head, you'll probably cut the strings, Carrie.
Anybody who's like making perception checks, like where's the string? There's no string.
Oh, God.
It's invisible. They invisibilize the string. Anyway, she lands very gently in front of you, but she doesn't touch you yet. She has her hands in front of her, clasped, observing you.
Yes. Bosk will start asking questions to Gunlog. Be like, is this your friend? How long has he been like this? Turn to the Prima. Do you know anything about this condition? That kind of thing.
Do we refer to her with a title? Is that a title?
Yes, you call her the Prima.
Oh,
As you've
title.
heard the other one,
Madame
the
Prima.
other people, you also have heard people address her as my lady, my lady, and her eminence. But Prima seems to be something that the ushers are like, oh, Prima, we need help, Prima, like the prime. She watches this slowly, and then she goes, I personally have not treated someone such as yourself. Can anybody tell me what just happened?
I will have Valerius step forward and explain what he knows.
Okay, Wendigo, what is happening with you right now? Are you repeating words? Are you writhing?
Wendigo is gripping the ground. He's trembling, and he's gnashing words between his teeth, maybe biting his tongue a bit, spilling blood as well. It's like,
Oof.
I just
What
want
the hell?
a normal life. I couldn't be anything else. You had to come in here. I will be without you. I will be dead. It's like talking. He's as if he's talking to himself. As if he's having a conversation with himself that's both desperate and changing tones, like trembling there, shivering, and occasionally his nails will dig into his own palms, draw blood as well.
Mm-hmm. Make me like a strength check advantage.
21.
21. As you dig into your own body on your own skin, you also dig into the ground, and as you dig, you crack into the stone floors. The marble, beautiful, polished. You begin to see the lines, and you find yourself relating more and more into with the cracks than the beauty of the polished marble.
Bosk
There
will
is
step away from this because it is frightening.
it is splinter.
I'm like, oh my goodness, this
Yeah,
isn't
Morgana also
normal.
take the step back. Let me just. Oop.
I'm going to say something, and I hope you'll let me do it. And she's going to cast command on you, on Wendigo. No, she's not going to cast command. She's going to cast calm emotions on everyone.
Ah, okay.
Wait.
I will accept the calming of emotions.
And
How are the ushers reacting to this? Are
the
they also like, oh my god, what's going on?
the ushers, make me an insight check on the ushers. You don't need much.
Emotion.
Insight check on the ushers.
In Siget.
Insigit. 16.
Oh, 16. Some of them have heard her do something like this before, so they accept it. The new ones seem like, I don't know about this. Take a step back, but still get caught in the radius.
Okay.
Well, Wendigo will attempt to resist, but we'll see. It's charisma, isn't it?
Do 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 do
I'll
do.
resist too.
Where
Click
is
on
it?
the
Charisma
space.
save, yes. You need a saving throw of. Where's the thing?
I think it's highly unlikely that he passes, but yeah.
So
Oh
gives
no,
a
he fails. Wendigo, you are calm. Let's go inside Wendigo's head for a moment. What calm conversations are you having with yourself? With the knowledge of the boy being upstairs, the tattoo going crazy and taking over you, and you losing yourself.
Actually, the tattoo isn't taking over so much as just riding with it, knowing that, like the anxiety is breaking out, the boy is there, the objective is so close in place, and all these insecurities are coming in. If anything, the the thing is letting Wendigo just destroy himself with anxiety, or it's
It's bullying him.
It's bullying. It's like
yes.
stuck. You hear
And
whispers. Although calm, it makes it even more terrifying that the words being said by this thing inside you, repetitive, echoing, telling you that you're not good enough. You deserve to
uh,
die.
no, actually the calm conversations will talk about it points out things like, do you notice it will point out simple little things like, do you notice how they always stay that extra bit of distance away? Do you notice how they made it out of metal, didn't it, to reinforce, like, uh notice the tailor, all these, it points out all the little insecure things to notice as a person that build up over time, never directly attacking, but instead letting the mind draw its worst conclusions.
One of the things that it has directed you to observe is the prima. The whispers tell you that she doesn't even want to help you. She's just here for procession. She didn't have to. She's doing this for her own image.
I believe that. I believe that. I just, young master, I must know. I don't want to know. I must. And he'll just try and cover his face, bury his face into his paws.
All of you hear another set of footsteps. Very light, mostly clicking because of the marble. A small boy's head peeks over the balustrades, looking down on you. Mostly with general disinterest, looking to see what his mother is doing. Wendigo, if you look up, you will see this face.
Wendigo will not look up. Instead, he will tremble more and say, "Don't see me like this. I don't. I could be better. Could be better.
The rest of you
Sorry."
see Wendigo mumbling even more this time about somebody not or should not be seeing him this way. All of you do hear the footsteps. And within this field of calm emotions, you still see some kind of struggle in Wendigo. The Prima asks Wendigo directly this time. She has crouched down. Wendigo, are you sort of crouched down on the ground?
He's on his knees and on his paws, like not flat down, but like he's trying to bury his face in them as well.
She holds onto you. She slightly, very gently puts a hand under your chin, moving away one of your hands, and she tilts your face up to look at her. She is not standing above you. She is trying to meet your gaze at your height. And she goes, "Tell me more about yourself, my child. Perhaps then we can help you."
I was never a child. Children don't do this. Children aren't like this.
Children are precocious. Children are wild. Children are exploratory. They grow. So do you. You have a seed, but it's hurting you. Perhaps you can tell me where it came from?
I, I was born like this. I should have been killed at birth, but they took me away, put me under someone's care, like the boy, the boy, the boy.
If we killed every child, every person who was different, depending on whose law? Humans? Elves? Orcs? Bugbears? No, the reason you were spared is for something better, I think. Stand up. She doesn't stand up immediately, but she holds on to your hand and she is waiting for you to lead.
My own tribe didn't want me, much less anyone else. Look at this. Look at this. What is it?
She doesn't recoil, even as you get loud and aggressive, within the confines of a calm emotion. I cannot answer that. I've never seen something like that in my life. But there are many things in this life that none of us will ever see. In a way, you're one of the first few. You have that. Are you standing up or have you remained seated?
The bugbear will slowly struggle to his knees, quivering. There's blood on the floor. There's moisture everywhere. He's sweating profusely. His fur is damp through the clothes and all.
She
I'll
looks
back him up
to...
if he wants to get up.
Okay. She looks to one of the ushers. Towels, please. They leave to
Yes.
get some towels.
I'll step forward and start dressing Wendy's wounds. And at this point, Valerius will step forward and start explaining what he knows about the tattoo and comparing it to his own, um, which I'm sure will raise more questions for us to answer. What sort of things does he explain?
Valerius is just going to explain how the mark of making works. He also points to the fact that, you know, the windows are magic. He says things that will sway the conversation into the fact that he was or is a Rikers, and therefore this is totally 100% not suspicious.
Yes, of course. But I'm sure
He
he's like, so, and I guess Bosco asks, wait, so this is a Riker's tattoo? And then he's gonna be like, oh no, absolutely not. Blah 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 blah.
he doesn't lift up his sleeve anymore because he understands that if he lifted up his sleeve right now, it would show like a wrecked writer's tattoo or Riker's tattoo, and that would defeat the purpose. And he was like, "Oh no. The Riker lineage mark of making utilizes a similar kind of ink." And then Morgana also knows, I think, I believe. Just
Cat, I think it's your
Does
turn.
she know? What do you
wait.
Nope.
know?
What was the roll? Hang on.
I don't think she rolled well.
No,
I
no,
don't-
she
I
did
didn't
not roll well. She was like,
I
ah,
didn't know
yes.
that. I pretended to just be from my school, and I'm like, yeah, I know what this is. I don't know what this is.
Morgana,
well,
you
I'm
just
just behind
you
there
well,
nodding
you
to whatever
nod.
Valerius is saying.
Even if you don't know it, you can try to
You can goreng.
Random stuff.
Goring.
Yeah. Do you want to goreng anything?
Is the what's her name?
Prima?
Maria? Prima?
The
Is
Parima.
she looking at me? If not, I'm just gonna keep quiet.
She's looking at whoever is talking. If you're keeping quiet,
It's
she will.
hilarious.
Yeah, she will be looking at Valerius. Occasionally, she will look at Bosk if Bosk tries to interject. But mostly the explanation of ink and blah blah blah. She now looks at Bosk since Bosk was the one doing a lot of the treatment. She does acknowledge Gunlag.
I'll just
All of you
mumble that
feel.
I'm-
Sorry. Yes.
I'll tell her that I came in with Wendigo, that I'm a friend of his, and we've been trying lesser restoration. I've been trying my strongest magic and healings and trying things that is like low level, want to help. I'm just kind of like almost clinging to Wendigo, like holding him a little tightly here and there, and just like try to like pretend to calm him down while he's obviously not being calmed down, but all like also kind of legitimately trying to calm him down because this is breaking her out a bit.
Yep. All of you also feel a kind of safety in that you're all in costume.
Hmm.
That she doesn't clock you. There's no sense of recognition whatsoever.
Okay, good so
She
far.
hears this and she goes, "You say that lesser restoration didn't work. Perhaps a greater one? Have you tried?"
That's beyond me. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I've been trying to look in the stacks to find. I was trying to find some sort of help.
She nods. She's back to Wendigo now, as she has spent time listening to the explanations that is pretty much throwing pasta on the wall and sees which one sticks. She sees the writing of the tattoo, and then she looks at Wendigo again, this time eye to eye. How much time will it take for you to foreseeably become unlike yourself? Is this urgent? I can have a room spared for you. In the interim,
and this is when the little sensation continues to crawl to the mind. You are most loved. You are closest to death. And Wendigo will swallow hard. I feel like I'm about to burst. I don't know what's coming out. Do I have what's inside me? I don't know. I've opened the air with my claws. I know what the stomach is. I don't heart, liver, behind, left, right, center. What's inside me? I don't know. It's coming out. He will start to move a paw to his like stomach as if trying to feel what's inside or anything.
does that claw look like, or rather, does the pawing look like stabbing? Like you want to tear something
Yeah,
out of your stomach?
if it looks like dangerous, Vosk will be like, I and will ask Gunlock, is it possible for us to restrain him? I don't want him to accidentally open himself up.
You try?
Yeah, it'll look like, even though it's paws, like he does have claws at the end of it. He's never
Yeah.
trimmed his nails.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, because I am small and I know I am not capable of restraining a person of this size and presumed strength.
You see her twirl two fingers, And you see the two ushers sort of understand this. Again, they're under calm emotion, so they just logically take this information without fear or malice or forethought. And you see them nod and move, just flanking Wendigo, ready to sort of grab his arms, just in case. But so far they see, like, there's claws, but I mean, man looks pitiful. Maybe not trying to murder himself, question mark.
Yeah.
You see a frown sort of appear on the Prima's soft, uh, picturesque face. Like, you hardly see any wrinkles on her.
I look up. Is the child still looking down at us?
Yes.
What face he make?
He make this, like, ugh, one of these again.
Ah, okay. So he is not worried or concerned at all. He's just like,
No,
oh,
he's
okay.
just like, I want to go to dinner, Mom.
Worry. Like, this
Uh,
is gonna take forever, and then she's gonna come back up, and then she's gonna try to cast a spell again, and it's not gonna work.
yeah, and then it'll be like an hour, and then I'll only see her for half an hour, and then I have to go study. You know that face, like of a young boy who wants badly wants the attention of his mother. Wendigo does not see this because he does not look up.
Hmm.
She's concerned at this point. I am going to say 10 minutes total have now passed.
The tattoo is still like wormy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The tattoo, the wormy.
Ridey.
Wendigo, how big and how scary has the tattoo gotten this past 10 minutes?
Uh, the thing in the head is telling the others like, watch their fear. Such a little bit of trouble. I'm not even at my full strength. Shall I demonstrate?
This
Does anyone want to reply to it?
Um,
Mhm.
Bosk is there, and she'll telepathically say, "We have 5 minutes more."
Can you do so without hurting Wendy?
All this he does to himself.
I'm ready if the rest of you are. Yeah.
she is
Spoon not
just
ready?
mm-hmm.
You
It's
see,
just
Bosk
kind of like
has her
she
arms
she
on
gives
her
a
arm.
reassuring kind of just like squeeze to Indigo's shoulder. Just says, "I'm here. I'm here. Do what you
Okay,
need to do. I'm here."
let me just check. Hmm. Okay, DM. So calm emotions prevents rage from happening, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It
Well,
has been 10 minutes since she casted it, though, and I believe Calm Emotions is.
1 minute? I don't know.
No, it doesn't take very long. Sorry. Yeah, reading spell.
1 minute.
1 minute.
It
Like, so
only
it's
lasts
over.
for
Yeah.
1 minute.
Okay.
Like
In that,
it ended 9 minutes ago.
okay. Well, Wendigo did not know it wore out, but when the thing does this,
He is reminded.
he will enter a cold fury, which is his own version of the rage,
Mm-hmm.
and he will
Tail? Face?
uh
I'm gonna put her in
he will
front of you.
he will manifest claws like his claws, which were there like out of the large paws, were just lengthened out, as if made from serrated bone, just stretching out, pushing through the skin, and will start digging into himself. Like, I know you're in there. Come out, come out.
Immediately, the two people that were flanking you look with more perturbed expression as they try to pull out your guns from your stomach, and it's very hard because you're very strong.
Gunlock cries a little bit. This is really brutal.
Anybody else trying to stop him from doing anything? Myra takes a step back from you, and is waiting for the arms to get a little bit further away from your body. Now I'm going to ask. Let's say 2 minutes have passed since then. You have 3 more minutes before the cavalry essentially arrives.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to my bag, get um a cloth and pour like a liquid onto it, but it's not the chloroform. But I'm going to sort of start wrestling with with Wendy and be like, okay, we should probably try to knock him out before he does too much damage to himself, and then wrestle
So you're
with the
pretending
with
to
the two
chloroform.
yes with the two like guards, well,
Okay,
not guards, the two ushers with me.
they're not doctors. They're not going to call your
Yes, I'm
bluff.
just
They're
like,
going to be like, okay, go for it.
here, hold him. There we go.
Wendigo, are you doing
Try
anything extra to
try
sort of like throw them off or?
try to relax.
Okay, so rage only lasts as long as I've made an attack
Yes,
roll or I've taken damage, and he's trying to damage himself.
They
okay.
are.
It has to be attack roll toward a hostile target, right? Like you
Or
can't
if you have
attack.
taken damage. Or if you have taken damage.
Okay. I see.
So he's trying to damage himself.
Make me 2 strength checks, with whatever bonuses that you have or extra stuff against 2 strength checks of the people holding on to you.
Okay. If he's raging, so he has advantage on
Mhm.
this. So here's a 28 athletics.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a lot. That's way
And-
more than what they have.
and a 23.
That's
Just
way
throw them
more.
away.
What you do is, in your insistence on gouging into your own self, you sort of pull them towards each other and they bonk.
Oh no.
Hey.
You did like a fun wrestling thing.
Yeah, you did a
where
fun
they
wrestling
bonk each
thing.
other and they fall over.
And now they are 2 passed out people on the floor.
Oh no.
Please help him. You're the Pope. You
Um,
can do something. Surely you.
Okay, since we're technically on some kind of initiative, not fighting per se, why don't we roll for initiative and see who does what where?
Okay.
Okay.
Just for ease of
Initiate.
me asking people what
Yep.
would be good.
Who's doing what? Okay,
Yeah.
get the time stick out.
Time
The stick of time.
to inch.
Okay, Wendigo has advantage on this, so
That's
Woof.
hilarious.
okay, 11 only.
Oh damn, she's so high.
Yeah, no, I did not expect that, but there we go.
Wait, why is that
I'm
point something
such-
something? What?
Point is tiebreakers.
Oh,
So it will take the number of your dexterity.
wait, who rolled a 0?
Who
What's a
rolled
I
meow?
think that's just
Oh my god,
Oh.
that's
just
the previous
initiative
one.
count 0.
Okay, fair.
Oh.
Okay,
Wait,
so
why I
click-
roll but no come out?
Oh, you need to click your character token and do it.
Oh my god,
Ugh.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
I
you
have
can,
to-
you can edit it anyway.
that is true.
So click your
Oh.
token.
I still have all the people.
Click my
Okay, no, you
token.
don't exist. You don't exist. You don't exist.
We
You
don't
don't
see them
exist.
because they exist on another page.
There's one that says meow.
See the meow.
Okay, when Morgana, you're a 15, so just edit yourself to that.
How do I edit myself?
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I
do it
can
here.
write. Check. Thank
Wendigo,
you for
what did you get? Are
outlet.
you 12 or 11?
11.
11, okay. So 12 is a lie. Morgana.
15.
15. So this Morgana is a
Okay.
lie.
What you mean?
No, there's
No, he's
doubles.
mixed
She
up.
has more on her page than we do on
Yeah.
ours.
Oh,
This
okay.
Gunlog is a lie. Rezan is correct. So the
13.
the 16 Gunlog is a lie.
13 is accurate.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Gunla, are you an initiative? I think you need to click your token and roll
I
too.
did. Wait, keeps going away. I just did. God damn it.
You
Are
can-
you removing the wrong me? Because I've done 3 times now. It pops up and then it goes away.
What? Oh, okay. Let
13
me.
is correct, please. I will edit it now.
Okay. Let me not touch anything for the moment. This is what happens when you don't delete turn orders.
Ah.
It's a clown fiesta.
You had to wait like 3 times. I was like, what's going on?
I was clicking the correct one though. I was like, okay, get by
Wise
15,
coming back.
by 20, by wait. What is happening? Why does it keep returning?
Okay, DM, can I just roll damage against myself?
Yeah, sure. It's up to you whether you want to deal minimum damage or really up to
Okay,
you.
that'll be 5 damage.
5.
Since
Ouch.
raging halves it.
There is blood happening. Let me just descending order.
There's been blood happening.
Oh,
There's
God.
so much blood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's everyone. Okay, very good. Myra is gonna cast a whole person on you.
Okay.
Okay.
And you have to make me a wisdom saving throw or
Okay.
be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
8.
Okay, you fail. You are now. You have plunged your hand into your stomach and pulled it out, and then you are just bleeding.
And then he's just what? Paralyzed, like not moving.
Yeah. He's now like
Petrified? No.
not petrified.
He's
It's
just
like a
stunned.
seizure.
He can't move.
He's
can he
undergoing a seizure. No, he
can't
cannot
talk.
talk. I think he can like
Makes
mumble
grunting
things,
noises.
like he can grunt.
You can
But-
breathe.
Yeah, he has
can't
lockjaw
move.
and he's going through some kind of seizure. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
2 other ushers have assisted the 2 that is on the ground onto the benches to keep
Okay.
them safe and elevated.
All right, keep
so
him
the
like that for as
ushers-
long as you can, and then you see me like bind the wound in the stomach. Are there any stretchers here or anything like that we can use? I look to like one of the benches.
Me, I can
Mm.
cure him, or I can heal his burns. And I will put a little cure wounds on Wendigo.
Wait, are we
she
still in initiative order or what?
Yes. It is
Oh, right, so I
Morgana's
can't do
turn.
that.
Okay.
So at this point, Wendy is on the floor, right?
He's
Oh.
paralyzed but still standing.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he's like
He just
he's
He's
paused.
frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So then
he's been
I-
stopped.
I'm aware that there is 6 minutes remaining. I need to stall, right?
No, it's less than that. You have 3 minutes.
Oh, nice. Morgana steps forward, like, hey, sorry, I just need to tell you something, like, and then go into a whole story about how back in like school there was a guy that came in who also had the same thing, and then
She's gonna turn to you. This has to happen in 6 seconds before it's Gunlog's turn.
yeah. No, so I'm like I'm going on about it, so it's up to the
Okay.
Pope to stop me or ask more questions.
Okay, she doesn't stop you, but you have to try and hold her attention. So, roll me a persuasion check.
I'm
Tell-
not good at persuasion.
Tell
Do it
us what
anyway.
you guys did or what they did or whatever.
Persuasion.
What
Is this
happened?
what it-
18.
Oh,
You
good.
say you're not
That's
good.
That's pretty
Okay,
good
this
though.
is good. So
This
I
is
go
way
on to
better.
talk about how the same thing happened. Like, this guy is not from our school, but because of a certain the circumstances, and one of the professors in our school is like specializing in this, so they brought him in, and then we as learning students got to like go like how when you go like learning school, you like stand behind a glass and observe.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
learning
So
school. As
yeah,
what
so
you
I'm
opposed to them
see,
not learning school.
what you see as you prattle off on this is first genuine interest, and then it wanes into how does this story tie into anything we're doing right now. And now it's Gunlock's
okay.
turn.
Oh, that more that not that cannot be 6 seconds only.
It is totally 6 seconds.
No.
Yeah.
But
Good
you
luck.
just started her story, and I'll
The
just kneel
Myra
down in
is
front of
now
Wendy.
because of Morgana, Myra is not paying attention to what the rest of you guys are doing. She is like her attention is kept.
Good.
What were you doing?
I'm gonna kneel down in front of Wendigo and put my hand on his wound and cast cure wounds.
Okay, heal the guy. He heals for more than he hurt himself. So now the
Damn.
wound closed, but there's still just a pool of blood on the floor and all over his hands.
Okay. And I'll kind of just like whisper like, "Will it be okay?" Blah 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 blah. And I'll kind of look around a little bit and just try to get the lay of the land. Like, does it look like we're actually pulling this off somehow?
Mm-hmm. Everything looks okay. Make me an insight check.
Okay, okay, okay.
Like this is a general insight check.
Yep. Feel
12. Things are 100% going okay and everything is believable and Morgana is doing a really good job.
Yay.
For the purposes of this, I'm going to say you only have 3 rounds to do as every round is 1 minute because this isn't combat.
Okay, so instead of 6 seconds, Morgana's talk takes 1 minute.
Yeah. I that seems better than
Yeah.
So I mean, as the things go on in the background, I'm just continue talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying to hold her attention and she's like, you know when people first hear what you have to say and then they're like, "Why?
It's like, wait, what's the point of this?
What is
Yeah.
the point of what is
So how
happening?"
did you heal him? How did you cure it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sorry that you died.
It just died. Just like what? Okay, Wendigo, you have been healed.
Mm-hmm.
It is now your turn.
Okay.
I will say the rage is still up if you feel like it because cinematic
He's
reasons.
still paralyzed though. I
Yeah.
think he just makes a saving throw.
Yeah, I'll
Sure.
make a saving throw.
You can still
And-
have conversations in your head. That fails.
Yep. And
Oh, wait.
wait, I haven't rolled yet. Okay, let's
I
see.
saw the inside. Damn.
19.
19. That
Oh.
passes. You start moving again.
Wow.
Ah!
As in the thing his head will laugh is like, have you ever seen anyone so happy to be near you? And that will his eyes will just snap open and he will break out his paralysis. Shut up.
Punch face. Douche.
Dush.
I can't because it's the end of the round already, but
Oh, right.
Bosk, it is your turn.
Okay, so he is no longer paralyzed.
Mm-hmm. He's
So-
moving now.
So, I'm gonna look at the two ushers that are helping their collapsed ushers. Are they actually like unconscious?
2 of them are still unconscious. The other 2 are just watching this happen, but they have gotten some kind of signal from the Prima to like stay the fuck away from this guy. Both of you might go unconscious. Just keep your eye on the thing. Help your friend. That kind of thing. Like they seems to be a well-oiled operation in terms of signals and decorum. But they are well away from you guys just in case. Like these are hirelings. They just work here, man.
They don't have hit points.
They're very, very squishy.
I mean an unarmed strike took down 2 of them.
Yes.
They bonked
Oh.
each other.
I tried to hurt myself and I knocked these fools out.
Oops.
They tried to stop me from punching myself.
The Steve Urkel moment. Did I do that?
Okay, so Bosk will say, okay, we're probably gonna need some more space here, and then she's gonna gesture to Valerius to clear out some of the nearby furniture. I look at the Prima since Wendigo has freed himself from her grasp. Will you be able to hold him again?
I can. Yes.
All right. And then I will start getting another thing ready, which is the the false chloroform.
It's just water. It's
Yes.
just holy water. It makes the thing inside him get angrier.
It's just regular water.
It's H2O.
Holy water is expensive, yo.
It's in the
All
pond.
water is holy water. It costs
Okay,
money.
you're holding your action to pretend for more action. Is Valerius doing anything? Or is he assisting you?
Valerius is going to do what I told him to do and sort of just like move this bench a bit further away and get ready to help me restrain Wendy when what's her face goes in for another spell.
Okay. It is her turn. She's gonna cast another hold person. Submit.
Okay.
And
So I will roll wisdom. Now remember I have that
Oh.
feat, so let's see what happens. 16?
fails.
Okay.
You see Wendigo go from moving to not moving again, this time taking the position he was last at. At least it's not stabbing himself.
More neutral position.
That is Myra's turn as she continue listening to Morgana. Like, okay, Morgana, it's your
Okay,
turn.
so what did they do?
Like, is there an end to this? This is the beginning of your second minute. You have 2 more minutes to go before cavalry arrives.
Should I continue talking? Like, yeah.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
So-
You can
Like, what
explain
is your 1
happened.
minute
Oh,
of
okay.
content?
So then eventually you can tell that she's like, her face is like, and so like, okay, so basically we got to see that blah blah blah. Then I'm like, okay, so I know that they will use them from spells. Then I attempt to describe the spells because we were not allowed to practice them in school. And then I described it to her.
She
Like,
hears
goes on
this
for
and
10
she is
minutes.
interested. Make me a persuasion check with your intelligence modifier.
So how do I intelligence modifier?
Okay, first you just roll persuasion, then you add your in modifier to instead, because I think you don't have a.
Oh
character.
fuck me.
Oh,
Anyone have an
no.
inspiration left?
No, I don't have any more.
I don't. But Valerius, he has a
Hey.
flash of genius for you.
Let me
So
roll
you
again.
get a +5.
A
Oh,
plus 5
plus
plus what's
five.
what's
Add
your intelligence?
Intelligence is what, a 20? The 5?
Okay, so it's also
No,
plus 5.
okay, so you get an
big
11,
number?
which
Okay.
is not bad.
11,
It's
which is
5.
better than
A
one.
one.
1, yes.
1 is terrible. Or
A
6.
lot of ones today.
I know what is happening. She listens to you, but it doesn't sound persuasive. You hear yourself saying this, and even you don't believe yourself.
It's like, wait, no, that's not the right spell. What did they do? Ugh.
Tell me
I
a
might have been
spell.
looking at something else at the time.
Exactly. So she's looking at you and she's like, "Are you sure you're not talking about prestidigitation, which is a
And
cantrip?"
then at the point I'll be like, wait. And then I like think a little bit. And then I'm like, oh no, it's this spell instead. Sorry, it's been a little while since I left the school. Then I continue to explain the actual so-called spell. It's
Okay.
not real.
You see her
No, it's not real.
with less attention to you as she's surveying the room. She is slightly sussed by this. Like, why are you talking about this so much? Good luck. It's your turn.
Is there nothing you can do? Some exorcism? He's clearly possessed or something.
I'm afraid today is not the day for that. Like I said, the most I can do is set him up for the night, and then we can do something about it tomorrow morning.
Does he have that long?
She says that, but you also see her look up. Make me an insight check.
Ah.
He's like, damn it, me and the boy are gonna miss our dinner appointment.
24.
She has this most apologetic look towards the boy that is on the balcony. And in return, the balcony boy is scowling at this point. With the 24, you also remember that Wendigo said something about a boy, something about not seeing, not not wanting to be seen like this, but you don't see any recognition from that boy as he looks down on Wendigo.
Hmm.
I'll let you do one more thing.
Can I? So Wendigo has been kind of turned away this whole time, right?
He hasn't looked up.
So he hasn't actually had his face kind of like.
No.
The boy hasn't been able to see him.
The boy can see Wendigo in entirety because he's looking down, but Wendigo
Yeah, but
hasn't looked up to see the boy.
not his face or anything, right? Or is
Mm,
it?
his face as
I
well.
feel like Wendigo is recognizable.
No, think about it. Normally he wears a suit and a bowler hat. Now he's like, there's this thing on his back. He's just torn off a
Yeah,
robe.
yeah.
He's, you know.
I'm just wondering. Okay, just wondering. What do
Okay.
I do if my friend doesn't have that long?
Unfortunately, we have to keep him comfortable and safe for himself and everyone else here. And she says that while looking at the ushers, asking them to move further away so that they don't die. You see the ushers sort of pick up their comrades and move further towards the back of the pews. Not really exiting the chamber per se, but sort of slowly moving away.
Okay.
Wendigo, it is your turn. Make me another wiseness saving throw.
Okay. 8.
That
On
still
fail.
fails.
Stays,
And
stays paralysis.
the thing in his head saying, "You do not want to see what the boy is looking at you like. You can feel it." And that's his turn.
Oh, Busk.
Okay, my turn. I will step in and gently put the cloth at Wendigo's face and say that telepathically tell the creature, all right, relax a little. I think we're getting there. And outwardly she will tell Gunlog, I don't think he's in too bad condition. If we can restrain him, we should be able to keep him safe. And then she'll gesture for Valerius to assist, and then she'll call out to the ushers and say, like, do you have a stretcher or something to get him to his room?
They nod at you and they sort of leave their two friends on the further away benches, and one of them runs off to get a stretcher.
Okay. And then
Valerius is
that's the
assisting
end
you,
of my turn,
so
I think.
I guess in the next turn you get like a advantage on something.
Yeah.
Um.
Basically, like to put Wendy on a stretcher.
Okay. Make me a persuasion roll. I wanted to say deception, but you're all playing along with it, so persuade. You have Valerius's help,
Persuasion.
so
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how this goes. A 13. That's
13.
not too bad.
Okay. That
That's
is
not
a
too
number.
bad. Yeah. Okay.
Myra sees this and she moves around to address Gunlog, since Gunlog is the one who is giving some, idea of a plan. Essentially being that person in the periphery of an EMT, telling the EMT what to do, like rubbernecking. with worry.
yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Gunlog, you will be my assistant, and we are going to just draw the attention of the Pope.
Yup.
She looks at you and she goes, "How long have you been with this bugbear?"
For 6 months now.
6 months, and something like this has never happened before.
No, he's been ill and he's had a couple of spells of shaking and seemed really unwell, but nothing like this. It's been getting worse recently, and that's when I realized that my capabilities were not well nearly good enough for this, and I just wanted to go here and do some research and look through your stacks and see if I could help him. And then when we got here, he just collapsed like this.
You see her face like twist in concern as he looks at Wendigo and then looks back at you. And the words that he whispers to himself. Similar, or is this one worse?
Oh, this is much more self-deprecating than I've ever seen before. I think he's always struggled to come to terms with being a bugbear, but this is not usual.
And do you know of this boy he keeps talking about?
I think it is a brother or a family member that he's been reluctant to talk about.
She nods, and that is her minute as she asks you questions. Morgana, your her attention for you has waned as she has moved on to Gunlog. You may or may not feel slightly slighted by that. Like, bitch, come
I
back.
saw it coming when I was no longer able to keep up my own story. After all this dragging for time, it was a ploy.
You did well.
So I moved towards I mean clearly she's not focusing too much on me. Then I walk. What kind of move my thingy? I walk closer to Wendigo because he's paralyzed, and then I like pretend to like cast. Wait, can she understand? Is everybody spell the same? Like everybody says the same thing. Like, do I cast like a detect magic spell the same way as like she would?
I would say roughly the base of the spell is the same, but every class has their own way of doing it. Like the way they found that magic is different, but the basis is the same.
Okay.
It's like
so
if you
what
want to
if
make
I-
a curry,
Uh-huh.
like you have the same ingredients. You have your onion, garlic, and whatever spices, right? It's just how.
Okay, so I like casually mentioned like maybe I'll try one of the things that I remember, and then I walk to Wendigo and actually cast a detect magic.
Make me a deception check.
Deception. Come on. Oh, I'm too innocent. Come on. 14.
14. Okay.
Okay. But she's
um,
not a wizard, right? She's the other thing.
We don't know, but probably not.
she's the other thing. I'm just gonna
she's-
see if she. Yeah, she'd say. Yeah, you think she bought it?
She bought it? She bought it?
You think so?
We don't know.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. I continue to detect magic. That's my turn. That is my turn.
The magic that you detect
Uh-huh.
is her. You see her shine. Like her
shine?
person. Her something she's wearing is illuminating. Like it's bright. The way detect magic works is within a 30-foot radius. Was it 30 feet?
Yeah.
30, but yeah, 30-foot radius. You will get a ping, like it will be a bright flash that something is magic. So you detect on her several magical things. That is her
Several
alone.
magical things.
You
Okay.
also detect magic from the 2 fountains. I think no, it's a bit too far. You don't. Nah. The lights around
Magic.
you are magic. Like they're like ever burning torches, but magic. And they look kind of pretty. And everybody else magical shit that they have and hold. So it's kind of bright. where you are right now, you're like, I need
Blind.
sunglasses.
The tattoo
Okay.
is also magical.
Oh, the tattoo is glowing and undulating at the same time. It's kind
Okay.
of pretty now that it's illuminated.
Yeah.
It's like a rave party on when it goes back.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Um. mm, No. 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 Nothing else.
Okay, you
Okay,
make your
so
focus
Yeah.
face.
mm,
Uh
Yeah. Focus it. I'm thinking it's ritual as well, so it will take longer a bit.
Oh,
oh no,
ritual would
if
take a minute.
ritual will take 10 minutes
10 minutes.
and you
Really?
don't have that kind of time. Yeah.
Okay, then I don't cast the ritual. Never mind.
just
Normal.
normal.
Yeah.
Normal minus one spell slot.
It's like boop. Gunlog, it's your turn. She is speaking with you right now. Your insight check previously has told you that this woman actually has a lot of empathy.
Okay. I am a little surprised. I will just kind of continue to explain what Wendy has been like the last few months, embellishing a lot to make things sound like it started so fine and then it's been slowly deteriorating, but like with just she's making up some shit
Okay, okay.
by also
She
mixing in a
hears
bit of
this
truth
and
here and
you
there.
see her arm still clasped in front of her. She's still sort of um holding concentration, and she looks at you and she goes, right, before this, where were you staying? Where did you find him? Or rather, where did you find each other?
I've been running a bit of a soup kitchen down in the slums, and he showed up on my doorstep um, about 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of those initiatives. I'm very glad that somebody is running.
Yeah, someone has
This is
to.
very concerning. Could it be what's the word? This is like DM trying to struggle for a word.
Seems like something within, like not just like something physically within, like a thing. As you, I mean, look at him. That I
And he didn't tell you where he received his tattoo.
no, I think he's ashamed.
I
think
can see
he's
why.
yeah.
I'm
He's a genuinely very kind person. He's been helping me in the soup kitchen these last few months. He just wanted a friend, I think.
That's believable considering his mental state. Wendigo, make another wisdom save.
Okay, let's see. 25.
Big break.
See how they struggle to say something positive. But you knew that. And he breaks out again. And well, he does something he hasn't done in a very, very long time. He starts crying as a free action.
Reaction cry.
It's all right. You're fine. We're just gonna get you to a room, and tomorrow they're going to see how they'll be able to help you.
That will feed off into boss turn. As you turn around to find one guy bringing like a stretcher with him. It's rolled up, so it's more like a banner kind of thing.
All right.
Some kind of magical stretcher thingy going on. And then he gets near you guys and he lays it on the ground and presses a rune and it floats.
Oh,
So it functions as the floating disc thing.
all right. So I guess I'll just continue speaking to Wendy. It's like, are you in a better headspace now? Are you able to get on? And then I like, or can you walk? And then I sort of lend a supporting hand because He clearly not violent anymore, it seems.
It seems so.
Yes.
I mean, the rage ended because he didn't take any damage and
Ah,
didn't
okay.
make
So
a
the
fight roll.
claws have
Yeah.
gone back in.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And then I gesture to Valerius. Hey, guy, come help me out here. And then
Valerius
we
help.
like.
Just as you get Wendigo onto the stretcher, two the two ushers from outside, the one that Valerius had told you and some of you have seen, is pretty much the ornately dressed version of the ushers, open the door with one on either side, and you see a procession with a beautifully adorned with flowers little gnome in a white dress. And behind her is a large dragonborn, blue scales with horns that have all sorts of like a golden filigree on it.
Oh,
You recognize
man.
this to be the Apila Grounds mark, and then you see Myra sort of in confusion look
Oh,
at them.
what is?
Hang on,
We all
what's
also
what's
confusion.
Do
Look.
we recognize them? Have
you
we
you
seen
recognize her. You have seen her,
them?
but not this adorned. You usually see her with a mask on and looking very annoyed at all of you
Through
and
the
giving you
mask
little
somehow.
parcels to chew them, usually in her tiny office.
Mhm.
And you hear Myra go, "What's going on here? You're not supposed to be here. There was no letter saying so." And then you hear Ethis go, "Under the law of the Apila Grounds, of my noble house and the noble house of the Dragonborn, which I can't remember right now, you're under arrest for suspicion of various things," as she prattles out the whole list. And immediately you see Myra sort of try and run away. Any one of you guys, do you want to like grab her or
Wendigo will grab her so,
I will hold
like
first.
as this as someone who wants a hug. Like,
okay,
and
make
grab
me
her.
a grapple check.
No one
Strength,
has been so
athletics,
kind
or
to me before, apart from
Uh,
this other friend that is here with me.
was it athletics, right?
Depression. I'll add the psionic die, so it'll be 16.
Okay, 16. She is going to respond with athletics as well. 17.
Oh
Oh,
no!
she's too
Wow.
powerful.
She
Can
sneaks
I?
around.
Wait.
Oh, she's going
Does
out.
Valerius have any more of those things?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
does. He
yeah,
does. He
yeah.
does. Wait, where is he? He has one more, I think.
The last
Yeah,
one.
he has one more. Here, last one.
Okay, done. You grapple
Okay,
her,
grapple. Don't leave me.
and immediately you see her struggle as this procession moves forwards, moves aside the people. Uh, Anybody with a passive perception of higher than 16 can see at this sort of in this group give you a slight wink.
Okay, and once they
Nice.
get close enough, I guess Valerius and Bosk will like, okay, Wendy, you need to let go now. Some stuff is happening that we don't understand.
You
And then
see
I look confusedly to the ushers and be like, shrug. What do we do? What's happening here?
the large blue dragonborn in his hands open up a pair of manacles and lock it around her, and you see that manacle flash with runes around the chain and around the bracers, the bracelet bits itself. Anybody with proficiency in Arcana can make a check to see what the hell happened.
Oh,
We can take a
I
guess.
have that.
24.
24, big. Anybody with 20 and above understands that she's been demagicked for the duration.
Mhm.
She's a squib.
Squib. All her
Valerius doesn't know what the machine do. Poor
Morgana,
Glorious.
because your detect magic is still on, you see all the magic on her body go off.
Ah.
Like someone turned the light off.
Yeah, it's like somebody turned the light off, and you thank whatever it is that happened because your eyes doesn't hurt as much anymore.
Okay.
And then
Right.
you hear Ethis look at you, sort of. This is mostly towards Gunlag, as she whispers, "Do you want to make a show about it, or do you want to coast off into the shadows? Your call."
I'll just grab Wendigo and just kind of like shuffle away a little bit and just like to the side, like, oh no.
Wendigo will stumble along.
Um,
And be dragged off. So Gunlock has a big baby now.
Yeah, and she
giant
will whisper
baby.
to Wendigo, "It's over." We did
Um,
it.
what happens is also you hear the tiny footsteps at the balcony run,
Scamper,
boy.
scamper.
scamper, scamper. But you also hear that tiny sort of scampering go, "Where are you taking my mother? Hang on, I'll be downstairs.
How small is
Mother!
this small boy?
Mama,
Mother,
Mama?
mother.
you have
He's
no
British
rights.
it bunny.
Mother!" Um, and you see all of them sort of just pull her away out of the halls. You can choose to follow in the background.
I'll talk to one of the ushers and be like, so what's going on?
The ushers look at you equally dumbfounded, like, this has never happened before. I've worked here for a really long time. I've never seen a prima or a prime
No,
get escorted off the premises.
no one's arrested the puppet
Are
for
we?
for the whole time I worked here.
Are we
Amazing.
arrested?
I doesn't look like it. I guess all the police have left or are leaving.
Right now, aside from the person you're talking to, there seems to be a gossip commotion in one corner outside,
Okay, I'll
and
just
they're
get
just
my
going like
bag and we'll just leg out.
they're like full on gossiping what is happening. You also hear something about, um, her family's kind of weird. Something about her brother. Oh, did you know his sister's missing? And everybody's like, yeah, she's been looking for her sister for a couple of days now.
Mm.
Oh, that's quick.
It's like, oh, it's the whole family. And then one of them goes, what about their mom?
Oh dear.
Morgana, you hear this out of the corner of your hearing capabilities, and you're like, oh yeah, what about their mom?
Isn't the mom the matron? Who?
Exactly. Of your stool.
The mature.
Well, did something happen to her?
You don't know. So far, there's no news.
We
Morgana
haven't
makes
done anything to her.
Morgana makes a mental note to like check with like her contacts in school after this happens, because I don't. There was no news
Keep
about her
just
mom.
sending now. Be like, hey, has anything happened to the matron recently? Just random question.
Did you hear all her kids got arrested?
All of you in your mind's ear hear a message from Ethis saying, good work. I'll see all of you either somewhere in the town or in my office. We got a lot of work. We'll be sending them off to the appeal grounds for formal trials, which I want you guys to be in charge of. But for now, they're going to. For now, we're going to be holding them in the local cells. We cannot bring them to the halls because that would be illegal.
Mm.
They go and break out.
Do you say that?
No.
Okay. Okay. You don't hear from her anymore. You have a choice to reply to that. But you
But,
get the gist that depending on when or where, you get to choose where to meet up with her.
Hmm.
And you also get the gist that she is very pleased with the turnout of events and without much destruction.
We didn't
Amazing.
even have to disintegrate any of the guards.
Eh.
I will ask Wendigo and say, the boy is nearby. Do you want to see him?
Wait, he's still crying.
Yes.
Sad.
It's not an act.
No,
Oh
it's
damn!
For
not.
real.
What
It's
the
it's some
heck?
real
Oh my
shit.
god!
No, I will just take Wendy away. I'm just gonna walk him away and like just hold him tight. And we're gonna just head back to the empty house that Gunlag's mom lives in. Should just
Okay.
take him there, put him to bed.
You go downstairs. I'm guessing you don't wait for the lift because the whole procession has occupied the lift and you
Wait for
walk down the
shit.
stairs.
This
Yes.
Yeah.
fucker needs some immediate attention.
You rush downstairs, and you find the procession slowly coming down. It's like a whole thing. What used to be, what you think is an empty space going into the prayer halls is now full of rubbernecking people, full of people wondering what is going on because these people saw the procession come into the Omni Cathedral.
And they were like, what going on? What is
Exactly.
this?
There has never, as far
A
as the people of
parade?
this city knows, been a public arrest at this level for a very long time. It may have happened once 250 years ago or something like that, but never since. And a lot of people are just crowding around you at this point. They are blocked from being able to go up the stairs by more guards. As you file outwards, you see a small boy, sort of maybe 12, 13, rushing towards the inside, calling out for his mother.
Does he not recognize Wendigo?
He doesn't seem to recognize Wendigo. Wendigo,
Mhm.
uh, are you hiding your hands? Are you hiding your eyes, face behind your hands, and weeping, or are you sort of dejectedly looking on the ground? Like I'm just asking to see if you glimpse this child.
Do you remember the picture I sent? The one that would have been a terrible disguise?
Yes.
He looks pretty much like that now without the ropes and all that, and his posture and everything. And he's not looking back at all, cause in his mind, and the thing is there saying like, "Congratulations, you have done unto others as has been done unto you."
What?
Hmm. You don't see the boy pass by literally next to you as he runs towards his mother and pushed aside unceremoniously by the guards. As the procession moves forward and away into the prison area further out, you see carriages roll in, pick people up. You see um, people who may or may not have the capabilities of doing anti-magic fields, for example, rock up to make sure that she is consistently under scrutiny. They leave. All of you are now left alone to flag your own services to go back to the former Good Mom's house.
I guess we reconvene.
We go.
Okay,
All
you
right.
you
So
find yourself there.
do we meet with Ephes back at Aegis or somewhere around town?
Wait, shower. Um, I think maybe give a break. I think we need take some rest before we go see her.
Yes. Wendy, was there something that you wanted to talk about with whatever that was?
Uh, Quit.
out of character? Was that I quit?
Yes.
Mm. Okay,
Ooh.
you can tell her that in the morning.
I left him without a family again.
You're his family, aren't you?
Do I look like anyone's family?
We can't really offer any insight because we don't know what the story is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really our place to demand anything.
He's still crying.
Yes.
This man is depressed. None of you needs an insight check to see that what you see in front of you is a very broken bugbear. Although the marks behind him has. Wendigo, tell me what the mark looks like now that you've sort of been, for want of a better word, somewhat defeated.
The mark has dimmed and sort of like withdrawn back, so now it looks like one-dimensional rather than 2 or 3 from earlier.
Okay.
But there's also the sensation that whether or not it's dormant seems to be by its own choice rather than other things.
All of you see this, but it doesn't worry you any more than this broken 8 foot tall bugbear right now, who seems to be throwing the words quit and just being generally mopey and depressed has an
Does
effect on
anyone
you.
among us know his actual reason for joining the?
No.
Yeah.
No. That's like
As
he-
far as all of you know, none of you know the reasons why all of you joined.
I kind of know why Wendigo joined. Ish.
I think Wendy and Gunnar has like a special, closer relationship.
Yeah, he wanted to find the boy. He didn't really say why, but he
Yeah.
said that
It
the
was
boy was his
implied that
family.
Wendy was looking for someone. Does Valerius know anything? I notice him shuffling in discomfort.
He's, what you know of Valerius is he doesn't like it when he cannot help people.
Ah, right.
So now Wendigo is something that he can't punch the inside of Wendigo
Well.
into being okay.
Ah, okay.
I
And he
found him. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have looked.
You care about him, don't you?
I don't know what caring means.
Lies.
What did Gunak say? Sorry.
Lies. You liar, you. You know caring. You know how to look after other people. Just take a moment to look after yourself now. Okay? This is a lot today. I think a little bit of a break is probably going to help.
I can't even look after myself.
Well, good thing you have friends to help you then.
Are we friends?
Fucking think so.
still don't trust me.
And that was like 3 months ago. I trust you. And I want to help you, and I want to be here for you, and I want to be your friend. And I wish I'd met you a long time ago.
I trust that we had the good sense to get takeaway while on the way home.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Like there's a
Sitting there,
medieval Meccas on the way.
we're just
I
sitting
know
there
the
eating.
best kebabs, guys.
I
I think the kebab is a little bit too
don't
far for you
believe
guys.
you. We just got some stuff from the place we normally go.
I don't
Are
think
all of
anyone here would
you
still be here if we didn't trust each other at this point. Right. Look around.
I
I
shrug.
might not be here long.
Well, we just had that, whatever that was, talk to us, and we just kind of ran with it, so.
Mm.
What was that, Wendy? Should we be trusting what it says?
Wendigo. That is Wendigo.
And that's different from the one we're speaking to now.
I am nothing. I am
What does that mean?
husk.
Not a husk. And also, who's the little lamb?
Oh, I step to the side and just like gesture to Valerius. I think that one was
Valerius looks up and goes, "Huh?"
him.
And then he prattles on about that makes sense. You didn't call me them. And then he goes off about how are you all sure that it's not the lady. And then he
What
goes
lady?
on a tangent.
What, Imadale? I don't think that was Imadale.
No.
Are you sure? Speaking
It
of
was
her,
fucking terrifying, but no.
The I am husk. All this is Wendigo, not me.
Well, you seem like Wendigo to me.
So, Wendy, were you going to do anything further about the kid, or are we just gonna leave him?
He takes out his little music box and plays the Anastasia song again on it.
Very beautiful. Is that
Uh,
from?
let me get the little song. Okay, it's this song.
Mm,
it's the Once Upon a December song.
Yes.
yeah,
It's very sad.
it is. Is
Oh,
that from him? From them?
I had family. It was my family. It things happen. I
What happened?
looked for the last link and I've taken away another family.
What do you mean you've taken away a family?
He had a mother, a second mother,
No, it doesn't.
What happened?
You saw what happened.
We got
No.
her arrested.
I met with his first mother.
God. I wasn't even there.
So it wasn't your fault.
Should have been there. I wasn't.
Okay. Was it an accident or
He just leans down, puts his head in his paws.
Wendigo? What happened?
Fire. Blood. Everything. Just turf war.
What was the last word?
Turf war.
Okay. Were you meant to protect them?
Else am I good for?
Can you repeat that?
What else am I good for?
Okay. You think it's your fault because you couldn't be there when it happened. And that's very sad. It does mean it's your fault. You didn't set the fire, did you?
I don't have a purpose. We're not working.
Why are you quitting?
He continues to turn the music box over and over. I break things. I break people.
I
Really
look at
sorry, Wendy.
Morgana and Wendy. I mean, not Wendy. Morgana and Gunlog.
Mm.
How do y'all look now?
I am standing a little bit away because I'm not so comfortable with like people sharing this kind of details. Like I'm not really close to people, but I'm a little bit concerned because when Gunlag asked, like, did you set the fire? He took a little bit too long to answer.
Ah, right.
Because fire is a very touchy subject for Morgana.
This is true.
Mhm. Gunlaug looks like she's really, really sad that this was what we ended up going with because this has obviously been incredibly painful for Wendigo, and it wasn't worth it. We should have found another way.
Morgana, hearing him talking about fires does trigger an emotion in you.
It
How?
makes me
Mhm.
feel a little bit more for the small boy.
Poor
But at the
kid.
same
Wasn't
time,
his fault.
I'm not sure what actually happened, and I don't think this would be a good time to ask when they go for like the detail, because it seemed like he wasn't willing to share anyway.
Mm,
What is happening to the boy though? Like, if you pushed him away, where's the boy now?
you don't know. You left, but
Yeah, we left. We
make
didn't.
this like DM trying to push Morgana into doing a maybe Morgana thing. You can veto this if you feel like it, but make me a wisdom saving throw against yourself, against
We
your own
don't.
DC.
I click the wisdom number or the small one?
The one
Saving
that says
throw.
wisdom save.
Yeah.
Under the saving throws box. The small one.
There's no wisdom here.
It's above charisma and below intelligence.
Oh, this one. My bad. 14.
There we go.
What
That
is
loses
your
to her spell DC.
Yeah,
if-
that loses to your spell DC. You feel compelled to ask anyway.
Okay. Morgana steps forward. Can I just ask, like, when you mentioned fire and the boy losing his mother, can I know exactly what happened?
Wendigo clenches his jaw, looks at her, looks at Gunlock with those deadish white eyes, and goes, Gunlock. Yes. Turf war? Small. Small.
Is it small?
Say small.
Small. Okay.
When families, turf war, city burns.
Oh. Were you part of the family? The mother's family?
Yes.
And who's the boy to you?
My charge.
Your charge.
Mm.
Like, is that sorry, is it out of character? Is that what you say? My charge?
Yes.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Oh. So was he the one here today?
He slowly puts the music box away and just nods.
Did you get what you were looking for?
Stares.
What? Huh?
He
Stare.
stares at her.
Oh. With a small smile, like pushing him to answer yes or no. Did you find what you're looking for?
Wendigo puts his paws together in front of himself, clasping, straightens up, and looks to her and goes,
Then what's next? Do you want to
Hmm.
take him back?
I think Gunlak and the team would probably recognize this as like session 1 or 2 kind of behavior.
What does that mean? Sorry. Session 1 or 2.
The minimal words, just a lot of grunting.
Means he
He's
doesn't want to answer.
you see Wendigo as you first met him, withdrawn, unwilling to share anymore. With this conversation, Gunlag, you remember that looking at the child had no recognition of Wendigo at all, and was more interested in his mother. Like hearing
But
the
how did a
story,
small boy get in charge of like gets taken care by the Pope?
you don't know.
He got we know that
The mother died.
she no that she adopted him.
Oh, like from a orphanage or like through strings
We
attached?
don't know, like we just know that it happened sometime after whatever Wendigo is described.
Okay. As a
Mhm.
person with dabblings in the
I
orphanages,
dabble in
You
orphanages.
dabble.
do I have how's the word? Do I have like ties to all the like maybe like the main I don't know like government body that like handles all these things? Like can I maybe background check for the boy?
You know a lot of people who do run orphanages. That's how you got the idea in the first place. You're like, oh, okay, might as well. With all my monies, better go speak to the people who already run some.
But who would have records of like everybody?
The records are private, but you can possibly try to wiggle your way into the information through normal conversations. Like a little bit of
Is bribing
gossip,
not a thing?
bribery, depending on how you do it. You know this. Boss knows this as well because Bosk's parents are merchants and they do a lot of friendly gifting, quote unquote. It has to be with
Yes,
a deft
as you do.
hand. Uh, and often that will give you some results off the books. But you have to be very clever in how you do it because most people do not want to divulge where and when a child came into their orphanage or away from their orphanage. Sometimes you have heard of children being adopted by families who want to have their bloodline remain secure and will often forge papers to show that this is our kid. We made it.
Lamau.
Pope. I mean, like the Catholic Church, the Pope would not be married, right?
She is very married. She's married into the noble house of C. It's how she became nobility in the first place. And how
So
she
is she Pope
managed
because of her married to the family, or is she Pope because?
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, you think?
Hmm. Is this public knowledge or is this?
It is most often spoken about because prior to this, nobody knew who this woman is.
Mm.
Think of shit. Okay.
I say prior to this, but like 15 years ago.
Okay. So seeing it, Wendigo has pulled back to his non-responsive thing. Morgana just stops pushing him. Do we rest? Do we eat dinner? What do we do now?
You're eating and talking
Yeah,
at the
we're
moment.
eating.
We're eating already. Okay.
Gunlag, you
Is
see
Wendy
this happening.
eating?
Good question.
Wendigo. Wendigo does not seem to show any interest in the food whatsoever.
Gonna
Okay.
eat that kebab. It's really yummy.
We're Larry's kebabs again.
No, we're not
No,
in the right city for that.
Oh.
this is the slum.
He gets
This
up,
is the
shuffles
type
over.
that
proper
Larry's kebabs
place.
reminds me of.
Yes, the original Larry's kebabs.
Yeah.
This
He
is
gets up,
Mahmoud's
shuffles.
kebabs.
Oh, he gets up,
Sorry.
shuffles over to a corner, and just plonks down in there.
Gunnar, you have never been in this house without your mom around, and it feels cold with all the conversation that is going on. The warmth that your mom exuded within this space was amazingly all encompassing.
Um,
If there's nothing else that all of you are doing, I'm gonna say you bed down for the night and go to sleep.
Okay.
Are
I
you
guess we
taking
would talk
turns?
about what the plan is to do.
Yeah,
Like
you can.
we are, so are we
what's
gonna
next?
teleport back tomorrow? And
Yes.
we should probably see our people and then
Yep, that'd be really nice.
talk to Ethis and find out what we have to do next.
Yeah. After a big, long holiday. I swear. We earned it.
Yeah, and does Wendy sort of become reclusive for rest of night?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess
Well,
Bosk will talk to Gunlog
yeah.
about Wendy. I'm a bit concerned about whatever it was that was speaking to us and whatever it was that was on his back.
Yeah, no shit.
It did help us for whatever reason, but
I I think it might. He says it is Wendigo, and that he's, not the shell. Um,
Husk.
The thing talking to us is not the thing that's talking to him in his head, right?
Um,
Yes. Wait,
yeah.
you mean
the
telepathically? Yes, it should be the same thing.
No, I mean
yeah,
the negative voice in his head. Not the
Yes,
same
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
yeah, that is
Oh,
the
same
same thing.
thing.
So there's
it
two
should be the
voices.
same thing.
There's Wendigo right now, and then there's the creepy voice that also speaks to you and calls you lamb and whatever else.
So the one that is talking down to Wendigo is also helping him talk to all of us.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Mm.
Wow. What a
it's
So
helping coordinate the mission.
yeah,
he's torn. That thing is torn.
it helped, but I think it was just in order to torture him more. Not sure.
So at this point, do we all at least know by now, like after all the thing, what exactly it is and how can we?
No,
No fucking
we
clue.
We
know
don't.
nothing.
We say
I
the
don't know
Pope,
about
the
you,
Pope,
but I know nothing.
the Pope
Real
couldn't even
fucking
shed light
worried.
on it, right?
No, the Pope didn't really know what was going on.
Pope busy listening to
If
me.
anything, Valerius knew the most,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Wendy shared a bit. Like apparently he was born with it, and
I thought,
normally they kill children who are born with it, but for whatever reason the tribe was like, no.
yeah, someone saved him.
Yeah,
Um,
Hmm.
I think we need to dig into that a bit further.
I have
Yeah.
asked about it before, but
Yeah,
he
but
hasn't been willing to share.
well, I think he owes us a bit of an explanation. But I don't like whatever it is. It was helpful this time. We don't know if it'll be helpful next time, and it just seems to be incredibly painful for him.
Yes, and he called. Well, I suppose they both called
What did he
Wendigo a
call you?
husk,
Yeah. What did he
and
call you?
a symbiote. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I was the shepherd. I think.
What my
Nod,
name?
nod. Morgana is butterfly.
Wow. Also very. Just cause wings.
Um,
Okay.
You do walk around with giant wings for funsies.
That's fair.
Okay.
There are other connotations to butterfly too, but I won't get into them.
Wow.
I'm sure we can get into them later.
Flap, flap, flap. Right. Anyway, I guess we can talk about that with him tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we
I
need to
should.
spend some time.
Yes, I've got some work to take care of tonight.
Right.
And then I head over to
Hey,
a
Buzz,
space that I
before
can
you go,
use. Yes,
do you intend to stick around for the long run? Of this and everything here?
I think for a moment. I suppose so. Well, I guess it depends on what everyone's doing after this.
Sure. Should tell
But
him that
working for Aegis hasn't been bad, for the most part.
for the most part. More of them.
And I guess if things don't work out, I can always go back to running the clinic with Normandy. Hopefully with a bit more funding this time.
I mean, we have a lot more funding already, right? You can keep your clinic open for months just as what we already have.
Nod, nod, nod. Yes, but eventually those funds will run out.
I'm just. I don't think he has anything to fall back on.
Yes, I was going to ask him what his plans were, but he didn't seem like he was in a sharing mood. We'll see how their mood is tomorrow. He
Well,
was hungry before we headed out.
starving, I think.
Yes, try to get some rest.
You too.
See you in the morning. Don't wake me up
Oh,
too early.
don't worry. I'll go lie down next to Wendy and just sleep next to him.
Nod,
Okay.
nod.
You all take your spaces within the relatively small house. Gunlog, your room is undisturbed, as it usually is. Your brother's room is locked, as it usually is. The areas outside, there's no more waffle irons. It was taken by Gun to
She took
medieval
Both of them.
club med.
all of the waffle irons.
To be fair, there's only two, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
those things are heavy.
Yes.
Oh, they need so many.
Two?
To
So you can
make
make two waffles at
to make
once. You know how
one
slow
more
it is to make
waffle.
it one at a
Yeah.
time? Have you been to an
Exactly.
A&W?
Or, you know, one is really, really old and one is merely old.
Exactly. You just buy one to
Okay.
replace the other one, but just never stop using the other one.
Yes.
And then eventually you get 3, and then 5, and then you bequeath them to your children so they can give them to their children's children.
Yes.
Because that's what you do with cast iron shit. Anyway, all of you do your own thing towards the night, eventually retiring. And is anybody taking watch, or do you feel safe enough to just snore it out?
I think we feel safe. How safe does Gunlog feel? Because she was the one that told us about this place.
She's already snoring. This
Oh.
is the
Okay,
place. She has been told.
this
The
place should
fact
be
that you
fine.
guys are here is wild. She has never brought anyone except for her absolute closest people to her mom's place because that's been to keep her mom safe.
Oh.
Did she say it was her mom's place, or it's like, oh, I know this
Yeah.
place, it should be safe?
Nah, she would have told you.
Okay,
This is where no one gets to come or see.
all right. Does she say that part?
Probably. No one knows about this place. I've kept my mom way out of the rest of my business always. So.
Okay.
Very safe.
Emotions swell. All of you sleep. Boss, what were you doing before you went to sleep?
Oh, probably do some testing with the serum that she's developing
Mm-hmm.
before injecting it into herself to make sure that, you know, it works fine.
Okay. What was the serum that you were talking about?
It's basically what's giving me my ranger abilities.
Oh, it's
The
the mushroom.
supernatural ranger abilities, yes.
You're giving yourself the mycelia, the
Yes.
mycelial network, the shroomy
The
boys,
gloom stalker serum.
the the shroom stalker serum.
Magic shrooms.
We stalk the mushrooms.
Um, you test it out, and
I can see better in the dark now.
for the first hour, you don't feel any itching, so you go to sleep. All of you go to sleep. You wake up fresh the next day in different intervals. I'm going to start with Wendigo. Do you continue sleeping or do you finally awaken before everyone else?
Uh, let me roll a d20.
Although good luck is tosses and turns into sleep a lot, so it should be, there'll be an arm in your face or something.
Very high roll. What does it mean?
It means he actually sleeps instead of just staying up the entire night.
Boy cried himself. He was so tired.
Oh no, he wakes up with puffy
No.
eyes.
Huh? No, he
Is
doesn't. He's not
tiring.
crying when he wakes up again. He's
No,
just
no,
like,
it's like you know when you go to sleep after crying and you wake
Yeah,
up,
you
your
wake
eyes
up
are
like
like
puffy ass
hella
eyes next
puffy.
day.
Nila,
Not relatable.
No.
Michael does not
Michael's
relate.
like, I don't
Michael's
cry to
like,
sleep. I don't know.
I've never cried myself to sleep. What are you talking about? And I'm like, well,
No.
you're lucky that you don't have to go to work with puffy eyes, okay?
okay. So Wendigo will get up, look at Gunlock sleeping there. Then he'll move her arm out of the way, stand up, stretch, and start getting back into his normal clothes, the suit and bow hat and all that.
Okay. Are you going to sit around or are you going to go out and find food and stuff?
He's going to. Let's see what he did. He do. Oh, he will find a chair, put it in the corner where he gets the best vantage point, and watch people. Sit there and watch.
Mm.
Not
When
creepy at all.
he's just
We're
imagine
used
he's
to
like a
this.
giant teddy bear.
This is what he used to do. What do you mean?
He was
He
creepy then. He's
always
creepy now
does
too.
this.
Slowly, all of you start to wake up. None worse for wear except for Bosk after testing out one of your injections. You wake up with everything is bright,
Oh,
and then
why
it sort
is
of
everything
wanes
dark?
after 5 minutes, and you're like, oh, it must be
I
the
put on
injection
my
yesterday.
goggles.
And you're like, okay, you probably have to do some tweaking before it's perfect.
Hmm.
But you have the day
Writes
ahead of you,
notes.
and
Writes notes. Takes pulse. All those things.
a potential meeting. Morgana, you start
Yeah.
thinking about how this may tie into your school, what kind of contacts you have, whether or not you can get access to this quote unquote boy who has no name as far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you are wanted by Ethis to have a chat. You know, you have everybody hanging out at Medieval Club Med. There seems to be so much left to do. And yet, This house that you're in feels kind of safe. And it is kind of nice to be quiet here. What are you guys doing?
Well, I slept excellently. How about you guys?
Pretty good. Morgana was awake like 4
Nod,
hours
nod,
earlier.
nod.
Yeah, Morgana, you were probably transcribing.
Mm-hmm. I was
But
awake
You
a long
notice
time
Wendigo
ago.
wake up and put on his proper clothes and just pull up a chair and sit in the corner.
I heard some shuffling, but I'm busy transcribing.
she's in the zone.
So,
Yes.
I'm rushing for time.
Paperwork
what's the
needs to be
plan,
done.
guys? What we do?
I'm thinking we head back to the place where all our people are.
Yeah.
Check
see
up on them,
pointing.
make sure they're okay. Though I can't imagine why they wouldn't be. And then we let Ethis know when and where we're going to be seeing her. I imagine we're going to need a debrief of what went on.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Wendy?
Yes, you're looking better. You can probably ask Ethis about what happened with the boy.
Hmm.
Really?
Right.
We've been through this much together, Wendigo. Just let us in. Please.
Hmm.
Telepathically, Vosk will ask, "Are you still there, Wendigo?"
Oh, no
He
response.
hurts
Oh.
again.
What was that?
Not
Will
get me.
be back. Always.
Is the house call right?
It bends. It cracks, but never breaks. Too early.
I sort of nod and then turn to everyone in general and say, "So what time should we leave?"
Now.
Valerius is standing full gear.
He is ready.
Of course he is.
We could leave now. And then he looks at Morgana. Because she's the only one that can TP.
Draw the circle.
Hi. So Morgana stands up, packs up her books. Everybody ready?
Can we do it maybe like over in the kitchen area here? It's a lot easier to clean up the shock marks.
Sure.
Sure. We all move to the kitchen.
Yeah, if that gets into the wood grain, you'll never get it out, and Mom will not be happy. So
Nod, nod, nod.
To be fair, I don't think Gunlug has ever seen the space after the spell has gone off. But anybody who knows the spell, for example, Morgana, you can tell Gunlug that the chalk disappears when you disappear.
Because the reagents are used up in the casting of the spell.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we could like pick up the chalk again and use it again.
That is true. That
This
is
stuff
true.
is precious. 50
Imagine,
GP.
imagine you just walk around. There's like you can see like, okay, there was a TP circle here 3 hours ago. Here was one 2 days ago.
People
These
just keep
people, they
drawing circles. Like, why is there so
never
many
pick up
circles?
after themselves.
Damn these
Right.
wizards.
No, they can't pick up after themselves. They've gone
Because
through.
yeah, we've left. It's
There
not
is no
possible.
themselves to pick up after.
Gunlug doesn't know this.
No, she doesn't. So, Morgana, you hear Gunlug say so it cleans easier and it confuses you for a while.
Oh.
You can
Then-
explain if you want, or you can make sure Good Luck never learns about this.
For everything, this is how it
I'm
works.
fine to leave it because what I read it as is she's concerned about her mom's face and how her mom will react, and I'm a thing for moms, so I'm like, okay, sure, it's fine, let's do that. And then we just move.
Perfect.
So you're okay with leaving chalk dust in somebody's house?
There's no chalk dust. She's not gonna know. It's never gonna hurt her. Her mom's gonna come back. Oh look, no dust, and she's not gonna bring it up either.
Yeah, but
Nobody will ever know.
Gunlug would know. Gunlug would be
Good
like,
luck
yeah,
will never know. She will never find out.
exactly. Gunlug would be like, okay, so mom, that was kind of messy. There's gonna be a random circle in the middle. Don't worry about it. Mom comes home like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the circle? Oh, somebody
What
clean that
circle?
off.
Oh no!
Who broke
she
into
My
my
daughter
house?
and the cleaner.
She steps into the circle and randomly gets teleported somewhere.
Yeeted.
Ah, the magic is out of it. Come on.
Okay. You make the circle. You read the spell. Wendigo, how lumbery are you? Like, are you dragging your feet?
He's not dragging his feet. In fact, he's walking. He's walking with minimal noise and like keeping to the shadows.
How regressed is Wendigo now? Is he seriously the same Wendigo that started?
He's got. At the moment, he's just in business mode.
Okay, so he's hiding. Okay. All of
Can
you
I
find it
grab his
strange.
hand as we go through the circle? Will he accept that?
Good Luck can grab his hand, but like there's no response to it whatsoever.
It's okay. We start somewhere.
You cry. Eventually, the portal goes off. Where are you going? To
Club
the halls.
Med.
Club Med. Okay, you
Yeah.
end up at the halls. The Club Med circle is specifically only for people who are not you. Again, you go through the very quiet, austere room. You pass the doors. You see a whole bunch of people. You have Madame Fila in front of you. She waves. You go straight into Club Med, and you see your friends and family. The children are somewhere. You don't
Yes.
hear them. They're not in the center courtyard, but you see Gunlog's friends in the center courtyard. The mom is probably in the house somewhere. Wendigo, you don't see Lily. You think that Lily might be with the kids. Bosk, you think that your tiny lizard friend
He is
might be
with
with
the
the kids.
Yes, yes.
Everybody else is just
Probably
lazing
is.
around. Max has a giant sandwich in their mouth. You think
Nice.
that he may or may not have put on a little bit of weight within the few hours that you were gone?
Oh my god.
Wendigo just looks at this, says, "Room," and he turns around, and heads back to his room.
Wendigo slowly disappears from your view. And all of you are left in Fantasy Club Med. And that is where we're going to stop for today. It is 11:10. Well done. You did not incur a lot of damage on yourself, which might have happened.
Some of us.
Emotional damage a lot, though.
Uh-huh.
I hurt inside, but at the same time, eat popcorn.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Kimikosh! So good to
Thank
have you
you.
on board.
Wahoo.
And
Did it.
Yay.
we will see you next
Bye-bye.
week.